Okay, so I am installing a K&K twin spot pickup in a vintage Martin baritone ukulele. And I had already drilled a little bit of a hole in here, but I have to drill a half-inch hole. So what I'm doing is I'm using one by one these drill bits just to make it a little bit bigger, a little bit bigger, a little bit bigger. It's a really nice little ukulele. The bottom was scratched when I bought it. That's why I'm kind of doing it myself here. So I loosened the strings, I took out the pins, and I just put a capo on just to keep the strings there where they should be. And I'm going to go for the next one here. I think it's, nope, it's the next one. My dad would be very proud of me. All right, here we go. So actually what I did was I put the GoPro inside the ukulele just to make sure everything was good, there's no splitting, and everything looked real good inside there. So we're almost there. I've got 2 more to go, and hopefully it'll work. And if I ruin my nice, sweet vintage ukulele, it'll be on film, which I'm really not looking forward to. But I don't think I'm going to ruin it. I think I'm going to actually, I think it's going to work. We'll see. It may not look like I'm being gentle, but I really am. All right, this is it. This is the last one. It's a half-inch. It's pretty big. You see that? All right, here we go. All right. I think I did it without damaging my ukulele. So now we're going to go inside and I'm going to install the pickup. We'll see what happens. So yeah, that's what it looks like inside. And I think it looks pretty good. I'm actually going to vacuum out all the sawdust that's inside and continue. So this is what I'm putting in there. It's the twin spot internal pickup. And comes with the instructions. Good thing. And this is what it looks like. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mount those 2 transducers up under here. I can't put it right underneath the bridge because it's radiused. So I'm going to put it probably like right here and right here, or thereabouts. I'm going to find the sweet spot. And I've used these before, and they're really nice pickups. And then it comes with this stuff, and I'll just cut. This is the adhesive, and I'll cut the pieces one and one and mount them up under there. So the hard part is getting this through there. So I think I'll leave the tape on there for now. So what you have to do is I learned this from a friend. I'm going to take a 1/4-inch cord. I'm going to unscrew all of these, and I'll be able to feed it through there. And that's what I'm going to do. So we're going to do that in just a second. Okay, so I have a handy 1/4-inch cord that'll fit through there, no problem. So what I'm doing is I'm taking off the washers and the end piece. That's going to be my strap button. And there's a nut. do is I'm going to feed this through here. This is actually kind of long, but that's okay because it's a perfectly good cord. I don't want to cut it. If you have any cords that don't work, those are even better. And there it is. I can just reach in my hand. So this is a baritone ukulele, so I can't quite fit my whole hand in there, and that is a bit of a problem. So there we go. So now I will be able to bring it through. But here comes the hard part. The hard part is going to be let's see, can you see that? There we go. So I've threaded it through, and I think that's going to be a little too much out there. So what I'm going to do is move that other locking nut on the inside, this right here, and not too much. But just enough so that it's going to fit nicely around the end block and make for a nice tight fit, and that should do it right there. I think that's pretty good. All right, so now comes the hard part. Now comes the time where I'm gonna have to get these right under there. Yep, that'll work right there. Okay, so what we're gonna do is take the, well, first we're going to cut it. There we go. And then you take the brown stuff off. Well, that didn't work. Let's try it again. Instructions say lift the brown paper off of the wax paper. We'll see if that actually works this time. It's not as easy as it looks. It's because it's not easy. So this is the first time I'm doing this intense of a repair or hack job on one of my instruments. I come from a family who can pretty much fix anything. But my brother scared me and told me, well, gee, the worst that can happen is I'll ruin my baritone ukulele, which would make me sad. So, okay. Okay, well, that seems to work. All right, and then I'm going to very carefully, I mean really carefully, trim without, you know, the key is you don't want to cut the wire because that would be bad. Yeah, that would be really bad. I'm leaving a little bit of excess because it can't hurt, right? I'm just kind of holding it so that I don't ruin anything. Okay, I'm going to come back to that one in a second. So, I'm going to very carefully lift the brown paper off of the adhesive. And this stuff's supposed to be pretty sticky as far as the wood is concerned. And, oh, actually, you know what I'm going to do first? What I'm going to do first is take a piece of tape and just kind of get in there, make sure there's no excess dust or anything. There we go. Yeah, it's kind of dirty. See that? Okay, so I finally was able to do that. So now I'm gonna go for it. Let's see, just ever so carefully. Yeah, it's in there. Okay, I'm kind of just pressing it gently, but with some, you know, firmness. Okay, so now I gotta do this one, and here it is. Same thing, but you know, I'm putting them pretty much there and there, as close to the bridge as possible. I found with the K&K pickups, they actually are, I don't get a lot of feedback. I have one in a Little Martin, and it's, the Little Martin is made of laminate, so, you know, the top doesn't vibrate quite as much as a solid wood top would, I think. But I don't get feedback in that one at all. And then I have another K&K pickup in a full-size Classical guitar, and that one sometimes feeds back a little bit, but I am guessing this one is not going to really have that problem. So there we go. I did that. So now, same thing here. I'm going to whoops. There we go. Yeah, you never want to hear whoops, right? Oh, perfect. Well, I hope it's perfect. Who really knows if it's perfect, right? Okay, so that's in there. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull this out. Put the washer on. Let's see if you can see that a little bit better. And it's going to go this way. So I just stuck this in there just in case I push it all the way in. I don't want to, you know, that'd be bad. You don't really want to turn the pickup, right? Or the jack, I mean. And what I found with other instruments, these things come loose really easily, so I'm always checking to make sure that they're staying on nice and tight. So gently just tighten that nut down. Because there's a locking nut on the other side. too tight, obviously. I'm just going to okay, I think that's good. And then just finger tighten that. Huh. Oh my god, I can't believe it. I think I actually did it. Well, not yet. Gotta plug it in first. Take the tape off. And I use blue tape for everything because, you know, blue tape usually is doesn't leave a residue and all that stuff. Oh, well, look what I did. There's a little piece of tape underneath there, which, let's see. Oh, perfect. Not a problem. Okay, good. All right, so that came out, no problem. All right, I'm going to string this up, and I'll be right back. So these strings have knots. I knotted them. I use an 1/8 knot, or an 8 knot, for my sailing days, and then just take the end pins and or bridge pins and put them in like you'd normally do. These strings were actually pretty new, otherwise I would have just put some new ones on. But since they're only a couple weeks old, I didn't want to have to restring the whole guitar again, or the whole ukulele again. The capo was there just to kind of keep things neat and out of my way more than anything else. Okay, all right. So, get my tuner. So I like snarks. Snarks are awesome. I hate that sound. That's nothing. That's just the knot slipping just a little bit. I hope. Let's hope. Alright, so this is a baritone uke, right? So that means it is tuned like a guitar. D, G, B, E, so far so good, no buzzing, but now I'm going to plug it in and we're going to see what happens. Okay, here we go. I'm plugging in, turning on. Huh. Hey, it works. Can't wait to add some effects and rock out on my new electric vintage Martin baritone uke. Anyway, I hope you guys learned something from that, and it was a lot easier than I thought it would be. So, peace.